All right. Welcome everyone. Sorry about the delay. There were some technical glitches. So people who are watching this live, good evening to them. And watching this as a recording, hello to them. So if there's anyone live on the session, please let me know in the comment section box. Please ping there. If you have any questions before we begin. I just need to understand if the audio and the video presentation is streaming fine. We have been facing some issues with it of late. For people watching this live, please confirm if you can hear me fine and see me fine. Okay, Arushi confirms that. So Arushi, you asked a question as well, why one should take math, right? It's not always the first choice. The first choice for a lot of people, for a lot of candidates, the first choice being CAT. Then we have ZAT and IEFT and SNAP and MAT kind of exams that take you to, tier one colleges in the country. But for people who are not able to crack those exams and they want to do MBA desperately in a way that they don't believe in getting into tier one colleges or tier two colleges, they're like, okay, this is what you want to do as MBA. MBA is what we want to do. So this is like your entry into tier two and tier three colleges in the country, right? You have colleges like Jaipuria, you have many colleges in Mumbai, like in Bangalore also you have like Christ College, uh, Alliance University in Bangalore. So all these colleges except Mathsco, right? So if you are not able to make it to other colleges, top colleges, tier one, tier two colleges, I would say this is the exam. It is the last choice of exams for a lot of people, and also in the season it is the last of the whole lot. Yeah, as I said, these are like tier two, end of tier two and tier three colleges. But there are these colleges are still running, right? We still have a lot of students who join these colleges, so and they are doing good in life. I know a lot of people who are MBAs from not so great colleges, but are doing great in life. They have their own startups, few of them. Some people are like at good positions in the country, a lot of companies. So after a while, it doesn't really matter that much. I would say unless you are from like top 10 colleges. Beyond that, really doesn't matter. What matters is what kind of hard work you put in once you graduate from these colleges and the kind of network you make, the kind of people you're interacting with, sitting with, and networking with. That is what helps you in your career, the long term career. Right? Anything else, Arushi? It's buffering. No, Arushi, JBIMS does not accept math score. It accepts C math score. Vivek Sagar, I remember you. You have been my student for quite some time now. You've been attending my sessions. Yeah, there are some decent colleges, of course, but we are comparing these colleges with tier one colleges, top 10 colleges in the country. So compared to them, these colleges are not, I would say, that great, but they're decent colleges in absolute terms. Guys, can you please confirm if you can uh, hear me fine? The streaming is working fine. I see that it was still buffering. Arushi, Vivek, can you guys please confirm if the streaming is working fine? Guys, is it working fine? The streaming, please let me know. There have been some issues with our YouTube channel. We can have a quick discussion on the section mathematical ability. Still streaming. Okay. All right. Cool. So it's confirmed that it's working fine. The streaming is working fine. All right. So let's begin the session. Arushi, I hope you're clear. I've answered your queries regarding MAT exam and related colleges. Vivek has suggested that there are some good colleges under MAT too, but again, it's the last exam season, and people who have not done great in their previous exams like CAT and other exams, related exams, I would say this is the last resort for you. And you get colleges like Christ College, Alliance University, Bangalore, and other decent colleges that you can get into for MBA. All right, through this exam. So let's discuss this section, mathematical ability for MAT 2020, a little bit about me, my background, for you to understand where I come from. It's important to understand who your educator is on this platform, where he or she is coming from, what the background has been, right? So that you and I can relate better. You can read more about me by clicking on this link, unacademy.com/user/Bhavuk Pujara. A little bit about Unacademy Plus. So we are running live and structured courses on Plus platform. You'll get access to all the live lessons, all the live sessions by our top educators on the platform. You have weekly quizzes and doubt clearing sessions. So right now, since you guys are done with your exams, we're helping you prepare for your group discussion, personal interview, and writing ability test. And also we're launching a lot of other courses for CAT 2020 aspirants. Right? These are the commercials. How Unacademy Plus commercials look like for 1 month. If you're buying, you can buy it for 3,500 rupees per month and so on. And you can use this coupon code Bhavuk Pujara to get instant 10% discount on these subscription prices. All right. Then a little bit of introduction of MAT as an exam. We have 2,200 questions here, right? And we have 5 sections: language comprehension, mathematical skills, data analysis and sufficiency, intelligence and critical reasoning, and finally Indian and global environment. Right? We're going to talk about mathematical skills, which is contributing as much as 40 questions in this exam. The syllabus for mathematical skills is no different from other aptitude exams that you're prepared for. The syllabus includes the chapters like geometry. Trigonometry is unique to MAT. It doesn't appear in exams like CAT and also other exams like IAFT. Trigonometry is more prominent in XAT, SNAP, and also CMAT and MAT now. Ratios and proportions are part of arithmetic, percentages are part of arithmetic. Then inequations and equations, quadratic and linear equations, algebra, profit and loss, averages, partnership accounts, time, speed and distance, work and time, number systems being the base of all the mathematical ability topics that you have, right? If you're good with number system, that is something I keep telling my students, that if you want to make your base strong, receiving data from your end. Okay. Give me a moment, guys. I'll reconnect. Some issues. Guys, can you confirm the streaming is working fine now? People are watching this live. If the streaming is working fine, please confirm. All right. So we were discussing about the syllabus for mathematical ability section that we have, which is more of a quantitative aptitude. It's just another way to say it. Right? These are the chapters. These are the concepts that you guys are tested on. The candidates are tested on, and the syllabus is the same as any other aptitude exam that you have prepared for. May that be CAT, ZAT, IEFT, SNAP, or NMAT. And I would say that the level of math exam is 2 notches lower than CAT exam in terms of level of difficulty. Right? The syllabus includes chapters like geometry, trigonometry, which is unique to math, CMAT, and ZAT. And CAT and IFT don't the exams don't ask you many questions on trigonometry. They stopped asking you questions on trigonometry anymore. Ratios and proportions, percentages, equations, quadratic and linear, algebra, profit and loss, averages, partnership accounts, time, speed, distance, work and time, number systems is the base of all the chapters, all the concepts that we are discussing here. You're good with number systems, I would say 40% of your paper is done. You can solve a lot of questions using just the concepts of number systems. And then arithmetic, which is like more of an application part of numbers. Then HCF and LCM, HCF also called GCD and LCM, and then geometric progression and arithmetic progression. Alright, let's start solving some questions from previous year's math papers just to help you understand the kind of paper or the kind of expectation you should have with math exams, mathematical ability section, right? The kind of score you're looking up to score a 99.2, 99.3 kind of a percentile is, I would say, one second, let me open the ink. Okay, it was not found. All right. So the kind of score you're looking up to is 32 to 33 questions, right, in each section to score a 99.2, 99.3 kind of a percentile. Okay. And to score that kind of a number in math exam is not very tough. If you have scored about 90 percentile in your CAT exam, I would say you can easily score 98.5 plus in your math exam if you continue doing what you've done for your CAT exam. It's just that you have to adapt yourself to this new pattern of math exam, which is very different from CAT pattern, right? And things are going to fall in place. 32, 33 kind of a score is not very tough. So first question, let's discuss. I've opened a whiteboard online. The ink somehow is not working. Atma again is the level, if you're asking, is more of MAT and CMAT level. Bhushan More is asking this question. Right? It's not a very tough exam. Again, if you rate CAT as 10 in level of difficulty, I would say these exams that we're preparing for are like 6 or 7. 7 is also on the higher side. 6 is what the most of the paper is about. Right? Chaliye, first question देखते हैं that appeared in math exam. I think this is math 2014. The length of a rectangular plot is increased by 25%. To keep its area unchanged, the width of the plot should be. Now this is a kind of question that you can solve using the concept of PCG. Right? The kind of questions appear in math can be solved in a matter of say 15 to 20 seconds, most of them. If not, then 30 seconds, and you would have some moderate to difficult level questions as well. that can take up till 1 to 1.5 minutes. Right? Let's see how we can solve this question in less than 15 seconds. We recall the concept of PCG. It says, first of all, if two numbers are getting multiplied to give you a constant value. Now I know length is getting increased by what, 25%. And area is constant, area hasn't changed. So naturally, I know that this other value in the multiplication has to decrease. By what value does it have to decrease? It depends on by what percentage has the first value increased. PCG says if you increase the value by plus 1 by a. Now, I've always been telling you to learn fraction values, percentage equivalent to fraction values. 25% in terms of fraction values can be written as plus 1 by 4. PCG says if you're increasing by plus 1 by a, in this case plus 1 by 4, then you have to decrease by minus 1 upon a plus 1, that is minus 1 upon 4 plus 1, which is minus 1 upon 5, which is minus of 20%. So if you're increasing one variable by 25% and decreasing the other by 20%, your multiplication value, that is the area here, will remain constant. Okay, so when I read this question, the length of our rectangular plot is increased by 25% to keep its area unchanged. Now I know area is equal to L into B. There are two variables getting multiplied. L is getting increased by 25%. 25 is plus 1 by 4. Minus 1 upon 4 plus 1 is minus 1 by 5, which is minus 20%. Therefore, the width has to decrease by 20%. Minus 1 by 5, that's 20%, which is my option number 4. Right? So this question can be solved without even picking up the pen and paper. Okay, any doubts, anyone? Chali, let's move to the next question, if no doubts. A man has 1044 candles. After burning, he can make a new candle from 9 stubs left behind. Find the maximum number of candles that can be made. So first of all, 1044 candles will be burnt, will lead to 1044 stubs. Now we know if 9 stubs are collected together, they form one candle. So 1044 upon 9 gives you what? 1, 1 and 6. So 1044 stubs, I can form 116 candles. Now these candles will be burnt again, right? And 116 stubs will remain. 116 upon 9 is what? Is 126 is going to be 9 3s are 27, 8, 9 2s are 18. Right, so 18 new candles can be formed. So how many new candles have we formed so far? 116 plus 18. And there are 8 stubs that are left behind, because 8 was the remainder. Now 18 new candles will be burnt and 18 stubs will be formed. 18 stubs plus 8 stubs from before. So 26 stubs I have in total can form another 2 candles. So 8 stubs remainder plus 2 stubs from 2 new candles. In the end, I'm left with 10 stubs. 10 stubs can form 1 candle. This is what my answer is going to be. Is this clear? Anyone has any doubts? Next question. The LCM of two numbers is 280 and the ratio is 7:8. The two numbers are, so this LCM given as 280 and the ratio as x is to y is 7:8. Using the formula, LCM into HCF is equal to the multiplication of these two numbers, right? I say let these numbers be 7x is to 8x. These numbers will be 7x into 8x. Now this x is what? It's my HCF. That is common in both. Right? LCM is 280. HCF is going to be x. That is common in both. 1x to x is getting cancelled. It will give me 74085. So therefore x turns out to be 5. So these two numbers are 35 and 5 it's a 40. If you find out the LCM of these two numbers, you get 280. To confirm, let's see what the question is asking. The two numbers are 35 and 40. Is it clear? So the next question. In the given diagram, two circles pass through each other's center. If the radius of each circle is 2, then what is the perimeter of the region marked B? There are two circles given to me. और दोनों circles एक दूसरे के center से pass होते हैं. Okay. What is given? Radius of each circle is 2. So this is 2. And this is also a center. So this whole is my value 2. Okay. What is the perimeter of the region marked as B? That is this region. Iska perimeter is what we need to calculate. Okay. So understand that this value is also 2 because it's radius. This value is also 2. It's radius. So what is happening is the figure got ruined. Let's see. This is what is happening. All are my values 2. And then the center, when we meet, this is going to be 1 and then 1. Alright, what we're trying to figure out is what is this value? This angle. This angle is 90 degree. Therefore, the circle looks something like this. This is a point of intersection. This is 90 degree. Right? So this perimeter is something we can find out. This perimeter is going to be 2 pi r into pi by 4. That is 360 by 4. Not pi, this is going to be 360. Pi is not 22 by 7, it's going to be 360 wala pi, right? Because this is 90 degree. We're finding out the perimeter of this sector. So this becomes 360 by 4. Right, so it's going to be like 360 degrees full circle, so there's going to be 1 by 4th of the total perimeter. So this is going to be pi r upon 2. Right? Likewise, दूसरे circle में भी ऐसे ही कुछ होगा. This is a circle. ये 2 है, ये 2 है. This is 90 degree because this is forming a square as we can see here. 90 degree again, this perimeter will be again pi r upon 2. Pi r upon 2 plus pi r upon 2 gives me what? Pi r, and r is equal to what? Is 2 here. 2 pi. Alright. So this was just like an introduction to help you understand what kind of questions you can expect in math exam. These are going to be like level LOD 1 kind of questions. These are not going to be very tough questions. So prepare accordingly. We have some questions. Deepak is asking a question. I just scored in math to get JBIMS. As a JBIMS ke liye, from math, you have to score in excess of 99.98. Right? JBIMS is very complicated, I would say, college. Right? Because they have like 120 seats out of which 108 seats are for Maharashtra domicile through MAHCET. Remaining 12 seats have reserved seat also. Right, so 6 remain for general category. Now in 6 का competition होता है CAT से भी, CMAT से भी and MAT से भी. So best case they'll take 2 people from match co if you apply. Usually they take from CAT only, and they say that we also take CMAT and MAT, but inside story is that they usually take people who have scored like excellent in CAT 99.98 types, right? To get into JBIMS through MAT, I would say you have to score in excess of 99.98 yourself. So out of 400, so out of 200 questions, I would say, right, you have to score in excess of 150, 160 to get a call from JBIMS. Okay. एक बार ये question देख लेना. I hope you have understood what we have to do here. This is going to be, the radius is going to be 2, so this is going to be 2. The perimeter is going to be 2 pi r into 1 by 4, that is pi r upon 2 plus pi r upon 2 should be pi r is 2, right? So it should be 2 pi, not 4 pi. Alright, any further questions, anyone? We discussed about MAT, the structure of MAT exam, and syllabus for mathematical skills chapter, section quantitative aptitude section, right? And then we introduced some questions. We threw some questions from previous year's math papers, and we understood how easy these questions are, can be solved in a matter of seconds, right? It's not like preparing for CAT exam. Math is not like CAT at all, right? So understand, refer to books if you have any market books. If you've bought, I would say solve only LOD 1, LOD 2 kind of questions, touching LOD 2 kind of questions, not complicated questions, not very complex questions. You can't expect tough questions in math exam, right? So let's connect again tomorrow. I think tomorrow morning we have a session again, and I hope you like this session. If you have any comments, any feedback, please get back to me through Unacademy app. You can message me there if you have credits, or if you can comment also on this Unacademy channel that we have, YouTube channel that we have running almost all the time of the day. Right, let's connect again very soon. Have a good night, you guys, and good luck.